How we doing, guys? How we doing? How we doing? It's better late than never, right? Yes, I. Yes, I. It's always better to be late than not to be here at all. So here we are. Here we are.
Trouble to pick out in the middle. Decided not to take the cross first time. Eustachio plays it all. Wonderful from Tarasinex to get it back up his own goal.
Okay. Okay. What's going on, Toxic? How you doing, my bro? Okay. Very entertaining. Very entertaining game. Canada losing so far. Canada behind 1 goal to 0. 1-0. Oh, that not going. Yeah, that's mad. That's mad. That's mad. That's mad. You know what I mean? It's been a good game so far. It's been a good game so far. So yeah. MP Mondal said hello. How you doing, man? Big up yourself. Big up yourself. We're here. Which team you guys supporting? Let me know. Let me understand. What team are you guys supporting? Let me know the team that you guys like to win this one today. Later on, y'all know we have USA versus Paraguay. Fantastic, fantastic. You guys hearing me loud and clear? Hopefully, you guys hearing me loud and clear. Nikolai in the building. Nikolai, what's up? What's going on? How is it going? How is it going? We have the game going at full speed now. You know what I mean? I'm pretty pleased with the game so far, besides the opening game. You know what I mean? I'll keep on saying that. I didn't like the opening game at all, man. You know what I mean? That wasn't, you know?
Yeah, I didn't like the opening game at all. Very happy about the game yesterday. Which one? Which one of the games you happy about yesterday? Watching the match with my dad right now. Big up yourself, big up yourself. Oh, you happy that Mexico win? Mexico didn't play good though. Mexico played crappy, man. They played crappy yesterday. You know what I mean? But guess what? Sometimes you need a bit of luck. And they certainly had that. You know? It was very fortunate that they had a team like South Africa to play yesterday. So yeah, it is what it is. We move on from the disappointment of Mexico yesterday. So let's see. Let's see. Both games were good. I disagree. Mexico game wasn't good. As I said, Mexico was poor and South Africa was poor. It was just a poor game yesterday. Yeah, both games were poor, man. Your team, Mexico was poor, man. To be honest with you, Mexico was poor. Mexico is a better team than that, a way better team than that. And what they showcased yesterday was madness. You know what I mean? When I say madness, I mean madness. So, as I said, I'm gonna disagree on the fact that you think that the game was good. But here we are. We are watching Canada versus Bosnia. You know what I mean? Kolasinac. Arsenal former player. It's like the first glimpse of Arsenal, even if it's farmer. Yeah, so but the game has been entertaining though. And I mean this game has been entertaining. Canada is behind. Don't know if they're gonna pull off a Mexico. Not a Mexico, a Korea. Don't know if they're gonna pull off a Korea coming back from behind to win. So let's see. Riley, you gonna stream the USA game? Yeah, I'm gonna stream the USA game for sure. I will be streaming that game. Come on, man. I have to stream the USA game. I have to stream the England game as long as they're within my range. You know what I mean? Definitely. Definitely. Hopefully you guys tune in. Did you guys get a notification today? Let me know if you guys got a notification today, because a lot of people have been complaining that they're not getting the notifications. So yeah. But I keep on telling people that Bosnia is not a walkover team. You know what I mean? Bosnia is not one of them teams that you feel like you can come and just walk over. You ain't that kind of party with Bosnia. You know? No, you ain't that kind of party with Bosnia. They've been a good team. Record have shown that. You know what I mean? They've been fantastic over the years. You know what I mean? At least competitive. So yeah. Toxic said he got a notification. Okay, you got a notification today. Didn't get one yesterday. All right. Hey, bud. Are you guys enjoying watching Kolesenak? Nikolai got a notification. Okay. It seems like when I do a schedule for the stream, nobody got a notification. But when I just put on the stream and go live, then y'all get your notification. Angie said it's World Cup season, so I had to come back. Why did you leave, Angie? What happened? Why did you leave? Guys, remember, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. As soon as y'all join the stream, just hit that like button, man. Show some love. Show some love. It does help, they say. It helps to boost the channel, and it helps to boost the channel to spread the love. You know what I mean? So hit that like button as soon as y'all join the stream, man. Canada is making a change. Well, they're doing well. They need to do something, man. Something need to change. They need some. They need goals. You know, they need goals. Um, so this is the second home team, and as I said before, I don't think the first one played well. So we're looking at the second one now. So let's see. Let's see. I didn't got much of the first game. I didn't got much of the first half, I should say. You know what I mean? I didn't got much of the first half. So here am I. Angie said, no, I play for a academy, so I didn't focus. All right, Angie. Big up yourself. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the home of the Premier League champions. Yes, 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 yes. That is it. What's that? Norally? Say yo. Big up yourself, Norali. Big up yourself. Pronounce your name right? Norali? Thank you for joining the stream. Hit that like button as soon as you join the stream, people. You know what I mean? It helps. It helps to spread the love. YouTube push the channel, and we get a lot of people here, so we can do a lot of communication and a lot of stuff. All right. It's been a good game so far. Not a bad game at all. You know what I mean? What are we gonna get from the game later on? USA versus Paraguay. Should be a fantastic game. You know what I mean? It should be. So let's stay focused and wait on that. Yes. We should be getting that one from the start. We don't have much time with this one today, but it's fine. It's fine. Just being here is fun. Are you going to go live for the USA game? Yes. Yes. We will be doing a watch along for that game. So make sure your notification is on, ready. You know what I mean? Yeah. 62 minutes gone. You guys think that Canada really gonna lose their opening game at home? I mean, look at the stadium. The stadium is all red, man. The stadium is decked out in red. And I mean, I don't think Bosnia have 10 supporters in that stadium to the amount of red that I'm seeing in that stadium. You know what I'm saying? So in front of a crowd that is so loud, that's their crowd. And Canada not playing bad, you know. That's the thing. They're not playing bad. They're actually playing they're actually playing some decent football. You know what I mean? They actually played some decent football. Angie said, yeah, it's a 9 p.m. for me. I think it's around the same time for me, Angie. Probably 8 for me. Oh, it's gone. Ooh. Canada look poor. Canada didn't look that bad. Well, based on what I'm watching right now, they don't look that bad. They're attacking. They don't have no finishing. They don't have no finishing. There's some big guys in the front now. But how much goals have we seen score from set piece, guys? Set piece is the order of the day. Mikel Arteta has changed football. I know people going to dislike what I just said, but I don't care. You know what I mean? Mikel Arteta, they said that set piece this and set piece that, and we see set piece dominating World Cup right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, we see set piece dominating World Cup right now. Always Canada losing 1-0 to Bosnia because Bosnia is playing well. Bosnia is playing well. You know what I mean? It's not Flair now. It's a team that is more determined to score. You know what I mean? Bosnia has been, you know what I mean, playing very well. You know what I mean? They're defending well. And everybody know that defense win your game, defense win your titles, man. You know what I mean? Defense win your titles. If you defend well and you attack okay, because that's what's been going on. Their attack is okay, but their defending is good. But Canada is constant attack, man. Wow. See, Canada is constantly attacking. It's a non-stop attack from them. Ooh, that gonna be a card. That gonna be a card. Bosnia defenders they're playing. They're defending. Yeah, that's what that it's a hard of the day for the World Cup, man. You know what I mean? Teams are not scoring their goals. Teams are not scoring their goals. That's what's happening. Bosnia, this game is wide open, man. This game is hot. Hmm. Colasinac's playing some ball, people. Not even gonna lie. Kolasinac playing some ball. I don't know. That's a brilliant clearance, man. That's almost a own goal. So Canada won't even make it out the group. Well, Canada is playing good though. You know what I mean? We can't go around the fact that Canada is playing good. They're looking well in attack. You know what I mean? They look bad. They're not looking bad at all, to be honest with you. I mean, like, goals are what matters. You know what I mean? To be honest with you. So if you're not scoring goals, it's not gonna matter at all. Goals are what matter. So we really do need to see um a goal or two from Canada to really say yes, they're doing what they're supposed to do. Why you want Canada finishing bottom, Nikolai? You think Mexico gonna make it out of their group? Think about it. Let's talk about that. Let's be honest. Do you think Mexico gonna make it out of their group? Do you think USA gonna make it out of their group? These host nation, they weren't handed like a bed of roses group, you know. You know what I mean? They were handed easy groups. You know what I mean? You think Mexico can beat Czech or Korea? We're winning the whole thing, Riley. Rodrigo Mora is the next Messi. You talking about that 17-year-old? You got jokes, Nicola. I ain't gonna lie. You always crap me up, man. You always crap me up. Chris is in the building. Chris, how are you, Chris? How are you? Chris said, hey, Riley, been busy since last few weeks. Oh, you're all holding up. 2026 World Cup. Way along. I think I mean watch along with you and others on here will be great, right? Yeah, man, big up yourself. Man, you know we do, Chris. We're always here holding it down. You know what I mean? We're always here communicating with each other. That's one thing you know about my channel, right? You know, me and the gang always gonna be talking. You know what I mean? You know, me and the gang always gonna be talking. You know what I mean? That's it. Andrew said you a gunner fella. Hold on, Andrew. You're probably not seeing properly. Let me. You can see now, right? You can see now, right? Let me make you see properly, Andrew. Big up yourself, man. Appreciate you passing through. People, remember, hit that like button as soon as you join the stream, people. Hit that like button. Chris said, Riley, who you supporting? South Africa? No, 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 no. I'm a Brazilian, man. I'm a Brazilian. I support Brazil in every single World Cup, man. Andrew said, always good to see a fellow gunner. Hey, you're a gunner? Yeah, man, welcome, man. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family, my brother. You know what I mean? We are proud gunners, man. We've been through a lot, so we are here loud and proud. You know what I mean? Very, very loud and proud. That is it. No more hiding. Although I was never hiding. I have a channel, so I'm always out and about. But you know what I mean? Happy to have you here. Subscribe to the channel, man, because we have a very important season coming up. So we need the mass. You know what I mean? Definitely need the mass. You know what I mean? Because we have everybody in this channel now. Don't think it's not a joke. We have everybody in this channel. Nicola is a Liverpool fan. Chris is a Chelsea fan. So they're all here. You know what I mean? They're all. It's a nice family. It's a nice family. It's a footballing family. You know what I mean? It's a footballing family, man. Some really nice people on this channel as a part of the family. You know what I mean? Think Riley is supporting Brazil. Yeah, man. Brazil all the way, man. Always and forever. Always and forever. That's where the support lies. From ever since I know football. Brazil was the first game I've ever watched. Ever watch. You know what I mean? So yeah. Matty is in the building. This World Cup don't feel like a World Cup. I feel you, Matty. I do feel you. I do feel you. I ain't gonna lie. The excitement and there's something missing. And I can't get a hold on it yet. You know what I mean? But that World Cup fever is missing. I don't know why. Yeah, so I'm saying I don't know why. But that World Cup fever is not chipped in yet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Who is everyone following at the World Cup this year? Are people skipping it due to the nonsense and corruption? Chris say, Nicola, you doing, my bro? Matty said I'm skipping. Matty, you're not even supporting England? Not even? Skills in the building. Skills say, yo, big up. Big up your damn self, Skills. Big up yourself. Linda in the building. Oh, Lindsay. Sorry. Lindsay Simeon Soft. So what's good, Riley? This ref is too soft. And the one yesterday was too hard, right? It is crazy. It is crazy. Your first match is against Morocco. Yeah, I know. It be fun to watch, Riley. Yeah, we're gonna watch it, man. We're gonna do. I'm gonna print my fixture today. I am gonna print it out today. I've just been going on the phone and looking at it and all of that. But you know, watch along is a must, right? We're doing them. We're doing them, man. For sure, for sure. Marty said it's because it's in US and the tickets been crazy high. People are not being allowed into the country and all the rest of it. Andrew said, after 28 years, I'm just glad to have lived long enough for Scotland to make it to another World Cup. Trust me, bro. I've been waiting for Jamaica to make it to another World Cup for, you know what I mean? Ever. We only made it to one World Cup, one single World Cup, and that's 1998. And we didn't do bad for our debut. We got battered by Argentina, right? We were slapped around by Croatia, and then we beat Japan. That was a good result for a small little dot, because that's what Jamaica is, a small little dot of a country entering a big stage like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we were slapped around. We were battered by Argentina. It was 5-0. You know what I mean? Then we're beaten 3-1 by Croatia. You know what I mean? Robbie Earl was the one that scored that goal. I don't know if y'all know Robbie Earl on ESPN. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's a former Jamaica striker. And then we beat Japan. I think we and Japan was entering the World Cup for the first time. You know, we were both two first timers. We can't even go nowhere near Japan right now. Japan football has elevated to another level. When I say another level, I mean another level. I think they're the dark horse in this tournament. Keep an eye on them. Marty said, F England. They break my heart more than Arsenal. Oh Lord. And until they win. If they win, then Matty have a different story. You see how life is? That's how life is. Each game has 4 halves. Why? Because they break? They break for water? Krishy excited for Zabi. Yeah, good signing. Good coach for you, Krish. Good coach. Very excited. I hope Mexico can go far, but I'm doubtful. Well, it's 1-1, people. The game has come alive. The game has come alive. I figured they were going to score, though. And I mean, they've been knocking at the door for a while, so I figured they were going to score. You know what I mean? I figured they were going to score. I'm very excited for Ariola, too. Ariola is excited signing for Liverpool, man. I ain't going to lie. Well rooting for Portugal. That's your team? That's who you're supporting, Chris? The water breaks are a bigger deal than I thought. Could cost Canada. Ronaldo don't deserve anything at all. I'm not a Portugal fan, man. So, you know. Japan are demons, bro. I don't understand what you mean by that. So, you gotta let me understand what you mean by that. I don't want to misinterpret what you're saying. Don't want Ronaldo to win. I want other teams to win besides USA, but that will never happen, luckily. Why? Because you're from Canada? You don't want nobody from the CONCACAF to win. USA is from the CONCACAF, man. Canada is from the CONCACAF. If we endorse our CONCACAF compadres, you think that will be, you know what I mean? No? Christian, you're right, Riley. Japan, South Korea, Morocco, and even Iran. Not many people know, but Iran is one of the best teams out there in Asia. I think a lot of people know that. I think a lot of people know that, man. Trust me. This is Iran's fourth consecutive World Cup. Yeah, Iran been balling for a little bit now, to be honest. Iran versus USA is very likely, which would be horrible to watch, since I think it would be. Uh, I ain't gonna lie, that's no comment. Hey, Ryan said, "You're the OG." What's going on, Ryan? What's going on? Oh, they're really good. That's what you mean. That's what I'm saying. I just want to make sure. You know what I mean? Because I can agree with you, disagree with you, you know what I mean? Whatever. But I just want to make sure that I comment on the right thing. Because if you say they were demons as in demons, I probably could agree with you based on, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to know exactly what you mean. No, I hope I didn't offend you. I just wanted to know. But yeah, I think they have been obsessed. You know what I mean? I think they've been obsessed. Obsessed. When I say obsessed, I mean obsessed with the sports. They had a taste of it in 1998, and I think they've been obsessed. You know what I mean? And they're putting measures. You watch this Japanese animated, you know what I mean? There's a Japanese soccer football that called Blue Lock. You know what I mean? That's, trust me, I think they're telling us what's really going on in Japanese soccer in Blue Lock. Promise you. Match will end 7-1 to Bosnia Riley. One, you know that's not true. New subscriber, bro, all the way from India. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Age Pen. Hey, you know that name is hard to pronounce, right? How about just call you the last half of your name? Mulsum. Aga Pen Mulsum. Aga Pen Mulsum. Something like that. Big up yourself from India, though. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Thanks for joining the stream. People, remember, as soon as y'all join the stream, hit that like button. You know what I mean? You see, you're hitting the like button and you're reaching all the way to India. You know what I mean? Hit that like button, man. Hit it. Big up from India. The community is welcoming you, my brother. The community is welcoming you. Welcome to the community. I'll be glad once the World Cup done so we can get down to the transfer business. That's a fact. I don't know why we have to wait. I ain't gonna lie. Arsenal stress me out every transfer window, bro. Every transfer window, we have to wait until the last 2 weeks in the transfer before we start get busy and start get excited. Why? You know what I mean? Why? Arsenal need to start. Come on, man. Give us some early excitement. Okay. Let's make a deal, Arsenal. Give us at least 2 signings to just get excited about at the beginning of the window. What y'all think? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Welcome to our community. Welcome to our community. As I said, the community is bigging you up, bigging you up. So welcome. Sporting Spain and Barca. All 3 teams, man. Sporting and Barca. Okay. This World Cup has been great so far, even with the controversy. The matches themselves has been good. Yeah, I bet if Mexico didn't win their opening game, you'd feel that way. I bet if Mexico didn't win their opening game, you would feel that way. I bet you. Trust me, I bet you. Madrid balling with transfer during the World. Madrid balling with transfer before the World Cup. Madrid been balling like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they and Barcelona here. Why they just running away with signings like that. I don't know. They're not even waiting on the World Cup to see if there's any gem coming out. They're just picking what they're picking all before all of this. So it's like any gem that comes from the World Cup, they don't care. You know what I mean? They don't care. They're just doing what they're doing. Yeah, Sporting, yeah. Okay, okay, Sporting, no problemo. Sporting is a problem, you know. Sporting is a little problem team for all big teams. You know, yeah, they have a little swag about them. Lindsay say you're reaching global influence, Riley. Appreciate that, Lindsay. Appreciate that. As I said, we're just here talking football, the game that we love, and just having fun while doing it. That's what we do. Riley, you should sign Gakpo. Since guys want left wing to do what? Bring water? We don't want a water boy. We don't want a water boy, man. He's world class according to our past Premier League winning manager. Yeah, so I guess you understand that. According to your past Premier League manager. You know what I mean? But we're not in the market for a water boy. You know what I mean? And we don't want another mascot. You know what I mean? We okay in those departments. We are looking at left winger. That's what we're trying to sign. A left winger. Okay? Nikolai pinpoint accurate. Why don't you sign Chris, why don't y'all sign him? Why don't y'all sign him? Make it make sense. Maybe he can be a good water boy. Well, y'all need to put him there first. And then put him there for the season, then we'll see if we want him next season if he do a good job. You'll put him there first. Then we'll see next season. If he do a good job, if we can, you know, that's a good ball. No really say I'm back. Welcome back, man. Not bad being a water boy and early millions per year. Well, I could be the water boy. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a footballer. But he's actually a footballer. That's an embarrassment. They can hire me as a water boy any day. I'll give them lemonade. More than water. I'll give them some lemonade for sure. They'll be drinking lemonade all day. First time seeing this channel actually. For real? Oh, we're here, man. Thank you for being here with us. And by the way, thank you for being here with us. No rally. What club team do you support? You know what I mean? Let us know what club team you support. We like to know what's going on with the families, you know what I mean? Everybody in here supports a club, and everybody in here, a lot of people in here support a different club. So not because I'm Arsenal, that don't mean everybody in here supports Arsenal, okay? So you can go ahead and tell us what team you support. You know what I mean? Yeah. Chris says Zabi masterclass, let him do his work. We trust in him. Well, you gonna trust in him and he even have a game it. Liverpool gonna be mad with you guys. But anyway, I think Liverpool are the best are the better manager though, to be honest. I think they had the better manager. I mean, like Zabi's okay, but Ariola boy, Ariola is a class, man. I rate the manager. I ain't gonna lie. I rate him. What's your channel about? It's about football, man. It's a sports channel about football. It's the Mo Salah and England. uh, Gutty they didn't stick with slot. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I feel I'm hurt as well. I'm hurt as well. I'm with you. I'm with you, Lindsay. I'm with you. I'm hurt they didn't stick with slot. Y'all wrong for that, man. Slot gave y'all a Premier League title, bro. You know what I mean? And y'all just fired the man in the next season. Y'all wrong for that. Y'all should have given the man a couple more seasons. At least two more. You know what I mean? Slot deserve at least two more seasons. Right. He deserve at least two more seasons. Y'all wrong for that. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Xavi's world class manager will do well at Chelsea. Yeah, we'll see. So many countries this season are in the World Cup. So cool. Yeah, they watered down the World Cup, man. They're watering down the World Cup. But I guess it gives chances to teams, to countries that would normally make it, would normally not make it to enter. You know what I mean? To be there. So I guess. Oh, there they soccer title win. I'm telling you, man, that's wrong. Who does that? Who does that? I don't know. I tell you, Liverpool, there's something weird about Liverpool, you know. There's something weird about Liverpool. The man win the title and then you sack him the season after. There's something weird about Liverpool, man. That's why you guys ain't going to go nowhere. And I mean, a title winning manager, y'all just sack the man. Y'all wrong for that. Y'all wrong for that. Riley can never see Chelsea do good. But guess what? I'm not going to sit here and banter Chelsea like you normally do, though. You know what I mean? I don't see Chelsea do good, and I might just say something, one or two things about them, but I don't banter. You realize that? I don't banter, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think Xavi is a good coach. I was just saying that Liverpool got the better deal. You know what I mean? Liverpool got a better deal because Areola is class. But I do see the league very, very interesting because of the coaches that are involved now. You have some young coaches, Areola, Xavi, Arteta, you know what I mean? The Tottenham coach, De Zerbi, the Manchester United coach, Carrick. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. You know what I mean? These coaches are something to prove. These are the future of coaching. You know what I mean? These are the future of coaching, and they're going up against each other in the most competitive league. So I promise you, I'm looking forward to the season. You know what I mean? If it's not going to be a rollover for Arsenal by no means. You know what I mean? Because these coaches are hungry and they're ready. So yeah. But it's a good appointment for Chelsea, Chris. Very, very good appointment for Chelsea. He says so start 89 Zavi too. uh, Canada is cross spamming. Wait, are you live on more than one platform? No, I'm watching the game as well. I have like three different stuff in front of me watching the game. No, I just go live on one platform right now. I don't like going live on more than one platform, to be honest. I can, but I just don't do it. Jonathan in the building. Jonathan Wagwan. How do Chelsea still have trophies? Brown envelope, man. Brown envelope. Brown envelope. I need to catch up back with this chat. There's spamming long ball clearance. Jonathan said, beautiful Arsenal. Should get demoted to League Two. You're an Arsenal fan. Oh, well, congrats on the win. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. This season will be fun. Yeah, this season will be fun, man. I'm looking forward to the season. You know what I mean? I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think it's going to be fun. Yep. This match has been way better than I thought. I expected this match to be like this. You know what I mean? It's an entertaining match. I expected it to be like this. As I said, the poorest match played so far was that Mexico game against South Africa. That's the poorest match played so far to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Scott said, come on, Canada. Scott is in the building. Big up yourself, Scott. Big up yourself. People, remember, hit that like button. Is it? Is it like literally? Hit it. No, I'm just playing. Not like that. Not like that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think no more goals scoring in this game. This is the first draw game. Chris O'Reilly, what do you think about Portugal chances this World Cup and thoughts on their squad? I'm not really a fan of Portugal. Never have been. I don't think I ever will be. You know what I mean? So yeah. To be honest, that's just me. There are just certain things that I like. You know what I mean? There are just certain things that I like and certain things that I don't fancy at all. I don't fancy Argentina at all because I'm a Brazilian fan. You know what I mean? Period. I don't fancy Argentina. I don't fancy Portugal. Um, who else? I'm not a big Italian fan either. You know? So the game is done, people. It's a draw. This match has been way worse than I thought. I expected way more fluid match. This game was fluid though. This game was both hand. This game was not as poor as your game, Nikolai. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. Who's Billy? They won't even top their group. Portugal will not win it. They will get knocked out in quarterfinal. Uh, Serious fan Bart said, "Glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur." Hey, y'all hear I read out that loud, right? He said, "Glory, glory." You know why it's glory in Tottenham? Because they escaped relegation. Big up yourself, serious. Of course, that's a serious, serious situation. Serious situation. Do you watch other sports other than football? Um, Not in a long time. Um, I used to watch a little bit of cricket, like way back. I used to watch basketball as well. I just don't have no time for anything besides football. There's so much things going on in football world. It's just, it takes up all my time. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna start branching off in other sports though. Yeah, I am gonna start branching off in other sports. I'm gonna have to start learning American football. I'm gonna get back to pace with basketball. So yeah, Jonathan said Tottenham. Of course, Tottenham is in the building. Kane will line up at Emirates next season. Of course, he might, because we might play Bayern Munich again in the Champions League. Of course he might. He might. Serious fan. A mods. What do you mean by that, Lindsay? Uh why did Arteta not join City after Pep left? Why? Why would he? He's building a serious, serious dynasty at Arsenal. Why would he? Arsenal is a bigger club than City. Okay, Lindsay, answer your question right there. Why would you swap Rich for Rice for Elliot? Who would do that? Gotta be mad. They're drinking it. Y'all need to leave off the alcohol when y'all come on the stream, you know. Because that's junk talk. That's junking talk right there. Do you fancy Ghana? As in the country, I like all the African country, man. I like all the African country, just to the fact that they always come with some surprise in the World Cup. You know what I mean? There's always one African country that's going to come with a surprise in the World Cup, and I'm always looking for them, no matter who they are. You know what I mean? So I do give an eye out for that one country that gonna come with that swagger. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's gonna be Ghana. Definitely it's not South Africa. You know what I mean? So I'm looking for that one country. Who knows? I hope it's not Morocco because they're playing Brazil. Yeah. This game was not fluid, Riley. Who said that? This game was good. Is Rice a better player than Arteta ever was? Yes, he is. Bosnia just boot the ball every time because they're defending. They score and they started defending. Canada is a better attacking team than them. You know what I mean? They ain't getting no space. So they have to be clearing the ball. Yeah, who is Billy? I still don't know who is Billy. Monaco can cause some issues to Brazil, though, especially it's the first game of the group. Yeah, they can cause some issues, but they're still going to lose. I think Scotland could even top their group. Wow, you think so? Is Alfonso Riley a Tottenham fan? You just trying to be funny now. That you just trying to find jokes. Nikolai, you just trying to start a debate on something that's don't make no sense. uh, Man U, I ain't gonna lie, serious. Man United is the biggest club in London. That don't even make sense. I guess yeah, everybody trying to be a comedian in the chat today. Can't imagine City playing handball under Arteta. Um, didn't Arsenal just win the Premier League? I'm just checking because it seemed I was just wondering, just wondering. Uh, City are not as boring as Arsenal, and Arsenal definitely not as boring as Liverpool. Arsenal definitely not as boring as Liverpool. You're from Jamaica, I'm New Year. Yep. Didn't Arsenal just you lose? Let's see this question by Nikolai. This is a very, very good question. Didn't Arsenal just lose the UEFA Champions League final, having the lowest position in UEFA Champions League final ever? Just checking, Riley. Who did we play? Liverpool? Did we play Liverpool? Because I don't remember you being in a Champions League final. So I don't even think you have the. I can't believe you have the audacity to question us losing a final on penalties. By the way, on penalties, were you there, or were you watching from the sideline like Chelsea, Tottenham, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and all of them? You know what I mean? Living in the past. Nikolai, stop living in the past. Stop living in the past, man. You're like Real Madrid. Just living in the past and their glory of 15 Champions League trophy. They ain't winning none, no more, no time soon. Trust me. PSG, the UEFA League Champions final. UEFA Champions League final champions. Oh, damn. Says the Chelsea supporter. You say that so proud. You say that so poor. PSG was a fantastic team. They won. And I mean, and we give our hats off to them for winning. Of course. If you want to learn how to do penalties, go check out our final against AC Milan in 2006. 2006, you don't have a player from that squad. You don't have a player from that squad in this team right now. What are you talking about? The great is in the building. The great said PSG. Big supporter of PSG. Big up yourself, champ. Big up yourself. You see, this guy is the only guy that can talk to me. This PSG guy, the great, yeah, that's the only person that can talk to me right now. That's the only team that's above Arsenal this season. That's the only team in football that is above Arsenal this season. Yeah, chat is toxic. The chat does get like this sometime. Lindsay, it does. It's not as toxic because I am the toxicness was kind of just too overbearing. Yeah. What about Real Madrid? What about them? They didn't go to the Champions League final. They were knocked out. At least Chelsea have a UEFA Champions League final, Riley. Your dead club can't say this. We get to know us next season, man. Don't worry. We get to know us next season. Big up PSG, of course. Big up PSG all the time. They're the one that beat Arsenal. Chris, put on back your reason that, man. Put on back your reason that. And just look over the season and look over we playing Bayern already and what we did. Put on back your reason that, man. Don't let the toxicness take you back over again. You know what I mean? Don't let the toxic take you back over again, man. Mark is in the building. Mark said, Arsenal were great this season. I mean, we were all right. We win the league, and that's fine for me. You know what I mean? We haven't had a serious trophy in a long time, 22 years to be exact. You know what I mean? So winning the league was just fun for me, no matter how we did it. You know, no matter if it's the only trophy that we got. Just having a trophy, you know what I mean? Especially a prestige trophy like the Premier League, you know what I mean? It's just good. You know what I mean? So we just need to kick on from there and just, you know what I mean? Cooked y'all 4-3 in the penalties. Yeah, man, y'all won. Y'all won. We give respect to where respect is due. You know, we're not sore losers. You know what I mean? Y'all won fair and square. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Uh that's okay. Y'all did good though. Yeah, we need to straighten up our front line and we'll be back again. Definitely. At Burkhan said still 15 Europa League champion trophy, of course. And y'all gonna stay at 15 for a long time. Lindsay said, if you're not a PSG fans, be quiet. I totally agree. Totally agree, Lindsay. Totally agree. Not a PSG fan? Shh. PSG fan alone should have all this mouth in the chat right now, okay? Real Madrid, my second favorite club. But at the same time, F all the ups, it's our time now. Cut that. Favorite time now. Arsenal considering signing Sheen Kosanak after Canada game. Oh Lord. Zimmerman. Zimmerman, what's up, Zimmerman? What's up, Zimmerman? If you're an Arsenal fan, respect the team that actually have a UEFA Champions League trophy. Your team is a dead weight, man. Right now, Ariola is gonna try to raise the dead. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna try to raise the dead. That's what's gonna happen right now. He's gonna try to raise a dead right now. That's what he's gonna do. Um, Mark said the only thing we can say is that they don't have a Champions League. Apart from that, they were the best defensive and overall one of the best this season. You see, at the end of the day, the Champions League has eluded us again. But as I said, a lot of Arsenal fans would have took the Premier League over the Champions League. Yeah, the Champions League is very, very important, but you have to understand the Premier League is the league that we're in. That is the league that we play in. You know what I mean? And for not to win it for so long, it's not. You know what I mean? It's not welcoming. So we welcome the Premier League and we're going after the Champions League next season. You know what I mean? So we're waiting on the transfer window to be open so we can dip in there. You know what I mean? See if we can find some momentum and get some good strikers and stuff like that. So yeah, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. As I said, with all banterism and all of that aside, though, you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to the league because Chris team Chelsea gonna be fire, man. You know what I mean? Because they have an energetic young coach at the helm. You know what I mean? Liverpool gonna be fire. Liverpool is the one that I have my eyes on more than everybody else because Ariola is a fantastic coach. So, and he has some fantastic players at his disposal. So, Liverpool is the one that I'm most wary about. You know what I mean? Liverpool gonna be mad. You know what I mean? Mad. So Arteta better make sure he step up. You know what I mean? And don't get step out. You know what I mean? So yeah. Who better, PSG or Arsenal? The stats show that PSG is a better team, bro. We have to work with the stats. You know what I mean? The stats that just finished show that PSG is a better team. They are the champions. You know what I mean? They're the champions. As I said, we don't talk crap when it comes to football. You know what I mean? We make sense. Okay? Trossard, Martinelli, Califlori, no, 1 year Saliba is leaving. Zimmerman, stop drinking before you come on the chat. Okay, Zimmer? Stop drinking before you come on the chat. Your club spent over $5 million and could even come and barely finish in a Champions League position. How about that? Zimmerman, oh the hell not Zimmerman, Krish. Oh, Bayern Munich are wrong above Arsenal. Make that make sense. Come on, man. Arsenal finish above them in the Champions League, plus Arsenal cut their ass in the group stage. Come on, man. I'm proud of my boys. Despite losing the final, we'll win it next time. We will win it next time. We will win it next time. No worries. We're not even worried, man. Trust me. We're not worried. The thing about it is this: Arsenal win the league, and barely any other team congratulate Arsenal. The hate is real, but we don't care because we're going to become stronger and we're going to win more and rub them in the faces. That's all. It's fine. Losing 2 finals is also a statement that shows you can make it to the end. Yeah, yeah, because we've been in a lot. We've been in every competition this season, and the only one that we haven't reached too far in was the FA Cup. You know what I mean? Everything else, we went all the way. We went all the way in everything else. We went all the way in England, we went all the way in the Carabao Cup, and we went all the way in the Champions League final. You know what I mean? We went all the way in 3 competitions out of 4, all the way to the very end. So, tell me. You know what I mean? So, it's all right. It's all right. We'll be fine. Man of culture in the building. I had Canada to lose today. Was so close. Where Chulo? Ah, no, man. Chulo and Michelle disappeared since Arsenal win the league. A matter of fact, Chulo disappeared before Arsenal win the league. You know what I mean? Michelle disappeared when she realized Arsenal was going to win the league. But every now and then she stop and say hi and gone again. Uh, South Africa was bad, but I'm not complaining at all. The 3 points. Why complain, man? You had 3 points in the bag. I mean, 3 points in the bag. Makes no sense complaining. Why complain? I just got a memo on my Facebook. Alex Scott to Arsenal. Arsenal ain't gonna pay that money for Alex Scott. So don't know why they like to generate fake news. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Did anyone really believe South Africa would have do anything this World Cup? I actually didn't believe. I didn't believe that, to be honest with you. I don't see South Africa. If you watch South Africa recently, you will understand that they're not up to. No, they're not up to it, to be honest with you. Mark is a South African, so Mark said no excuse for South Africa. We have higher attitude and hotter weather. Yeah, but why y'all been playing so poor recently, Mark? You know what I mean? What's going on with, you know what I mean? What's going on with the team? You know what I mean? South Africa was always a force to reckon in a World Cup. You know what I mean? No matter what, South Africa was one of the big African teams that were always there to cause problems to the actual big European teams. You know what I mean? But this time around, I mean, like, the team is really, really poor, man. Really, really poor. You know? Hala Madrid. Guys, remember, if you just join in the stream, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that like button. We have another one later on, people. We have the USA game later on. Should be fantastic. USA versus Paraguay. Yeah, we're going to do the watch along. Definitely going to do the watch along. So make sure that your notification is on, okay? Make sure your notification is on and you're ready for another live stream. It should be fun. South Africa is a fantastic country, man. Who said South Africa is a fantastic country? They figured Africa hosts the World Cup already? Lindsay shall be there, Riley. Nikai said me too. All right, man. Definitely. We're gonna turn it up later on. We're gonna have some fun with it. You know what I mean? America versus Paraguay. Yeah, should be nice. Should be nice. Definitely nice. Yeah, South Africa did host the World Cup already. I still am open to see the South Africa that I know turn up. You know what I mean? I'm still a massive fan of these African countries that plays in the World Cup. Because as I said, one of them normally always cause an upset. You know what I mean? So I'm still open to see South Africa turn this around. You know what I mean? And play some more. I'm a CONCACAF person. And I wasn't even on Mexico team. I wanted South Africa to win. You know what I mean? And I'm from the CONCACAF region. And so I'm saying today I wanted Canada to win. And I'm gonna want USA to win later on. So it all depends on who they play. You know what I mean? Because I want CONCACAF football to get some more recognition. You know what I mean? And Canada, US, and Mexico are the ones that are carrying it. You know what I mean? But just based on the fact that Mexico was playing, you know what I mean, I was kind of backing South Africa. I always like South Africa. Always. South Africa always make me proud to watch these African teams. So they're having a bad run now. So I'm just hoping that they can turn it around and slide out of the group somehow. You know what I mean? Yeah. I honestly don't see South Africa getting anything from Korea. And I agree with you. I'm not gonna lie, I do agree with you. I do agree with you 100%. I do agree. Nikolai said I want USA to win. CONCACAF are good guys. We have some good teams like Mexico. USA played good ball against German few days ago. I don't think USA will win the World Cup, but I think they'll go some distance. I think they'll play some good ball. You know what I mean? Maybe check. They didn't look that good against Korea, but they do have a good squad. Mark said we won't make it out of the group stage. Still keep your fingers crossed, Mark. And I mean, still. I'm rooting. I'm counting on you guys. I'm rooting for you guys. You know what I mean? I'm rooting for you guys. USA will get knocked out round of 16, but will seen as decent. Probably. Are you doing the USA game at 2? Oh, it's 2 for you. Yeah, I'm gonna do the USA game later on. I will be doing the USA game. We are the best at cricket. Rugby, not soccer. Who said you're the best at cricket, Mark? Who said that? Probably the best at cricket now. You remember we used to cut y'all backside back in the days, Mark? Come on. West Indies used to beat up South Africa all the time, man. The Aussies. When the Aussies come to town, it would be massive. You know what I mean? Massive. I don't know about cricket of late. I haven't watched cricket in a long time. Korea is going to be the best Asia team in. I don't think so. I think Japan will be. I think Japan will be. See you later. Peace out, Lindsay. See you look more. I say 3-1 for USA. Yeah, I think USA winning that game, man. West Indies was the best once upon a time. Yeah, once upon a time. I don't know how good it is now. You know what I mean? When you see Chris Gale, y'all better duck. Y'all know. Japan best players are injured though. Yeah, but Japan still have a spirit that's different. You know what I mean? I think Japan still will be doing the damn thing. Noral said bye y'all. See you later, man. See you later. Appreciate you passing through. Maybe, but Korea have an elite team. I don't think they have that elite team. They have an okay team. What do you mean elite? Don't count out the Asian countries. We're not. That's what we're talking about now. We're just really talking about which one is the better one right now. I think Japan is the best Asian team right now. You know what I mean? Monoculture said, nah, US losing 2-1. South America teams are fight. Yeah, US is playing on home ground. Y'all don't underestimate USA when they're at home, bro. Don't ever underestimate USA when they're at home. You know what I mean? They're a different animal on their home ground, on their home turf. You know what I mean? I promise you that. When USA is at home, they are a different animal. They're a different beast. You get me? So don't ever underestimate USA at home. You know what I mean? Trust me. I saw them against Germany, something else. Yeah. When they're at home, totally different in every single thing. When they're at home, they're different. You know what I mean? They're different. Let's just, I don't know what chance those are. But yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. The game is on later on, so we're going to be here. We're going to be doing it. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to figure out what screen I need to use. Should I use a broad screen where I have all my decoration and my or should I do this one? I kind of like this one because it brings in a lot of people. Saudi can surprise too. I doubt it. I doubt it. The World Cup is not in Saudi this time around, so yeah. I'm surprised Canada never won today. They played well, you know. They played very attacking. Saudi has no chance. I doubt it. This World Cup is not playing in Saudi, so they have no advantage whatsoever. No advantage whatsoever. So no, I don't see it. Sorry. Yeah, Morocco's strong, but they're running in Brazil in their first game. You know what I mean? They're running up in Brazil in their first game. So I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. Might not be so good for them. They play their guts out in one game. That's all they care about. Monaco and Senegal will be very good this tournament. They'll end up getting Rolls Royce and tons of money. Morocco is overrated. Couldn't even win the. Yeah, I think Morocco is overrated for sure. I kind of back you on that. I was gutted that they took away the trophy from Senegal. I was kind of gutted at that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But anyway, people, we're gonna save some of this excitement for later on. You know what I mean? I need to go do what I need to do so I can finish up on time, so I can be here on time later on. You know what I mean? Yeah, I need to be here on time later on. Mark, you gonna be here later on? Chris, you'll be here later on? Man of culture, is everybody here gonna be here later on? You know what I mean? We have an excited game to watch later on. So what you guys say? Turning up? Scott say he will as well. Man of culture, yes. All right. So we are gonna be here later on. You know what I mean? We should have a lot more persons from the gang. You know what I mean? I've never had the luxury of having not even all my moderators on the channel at one time. You know what I mean? I've never had the luxury. You know what I mean? There are some persons that I just never had the luxury. You know what I mean? Of having all the persons that communicate or are a regular part of the stream. I've never had the luxury of having all of y'all here one time. You know what I mean? That would be hundreds of persons on the channel, you know. I just have y'all in pieces, bits and pieces. But I know it's a timing thing sometime as well. You know what I mean? The different timing all over, you know what I mean, messing up the entire thing. But we will get it eventually. We will get it eventually. No worries. No worries. But guys, we're gonna leave it right here for today. We do appreciate everybody that passed through, everybody that turned out. You know what I mean? We appreciate it. I usually don't get notification. That's what a lot of persons say, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why. Did you check your notification is on? Yeah, a lot of persons keep on telling me that they're not getting notification. I don't understand why. Think YouTube sabotaging. What is okay? We're gonna get it together, man. We're gonna get it together. I do get okay, so Chris said you get notification. He just was staying away. He just was staying away. But as I said, remember this channel is first and foremost about football. Football is the reason we're here together in the first place. You know what I mean? So don't let the success of Arsenal keep you guys away. Remember, at the end of the day, this is still a football channel. You know what I mean? And this is still a community. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all turn out no matter what's the situation. We can always agree, we can always disagree. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, we're still a loving community. You know what I mean? So yeah. Big up everybody. You know what I mean? Big up everybody. And thanks for everybody for passing through. And I'll definitely see you guys later on for the USA versus Paraguay. Should be fun. Until then, peace.